do skincare with me while I do a story time of how I started my YouTube channel. Okay, so I had always wanted to have a YouTube channel. I mean, oh my goodness, that's so gross. Let me just clean that up. Okay, that's better. So, all my life I had wanted to be a YouTuber, and it got to the point where I was always pretending to have a YouTube channel by like making one of my parents, yeah, I know, like making one of my parents film me, film me, and I would do like a pretend YouTube video. I would do these with Roblox, dolls, dancing, all that stuff. Anyways, so when I was 7, I'm actually home educated, by the way. When I was 7, I was learning about famous people. But at that time, my favourite YouTuber was Karina OMG, and yes, it hurts me so much to say that. Anyways, yeah, and so I chose her to learn about. And basically, I like doing all these pop art things of her and like all that stuff. And one night, I think it was a Friday night, I was in bed and my parents decided that they were going to look more into making a YouTube channel for me. So what they did, so at the time I knew this but they didn't, so I knew that you didn't have to have comments on, but they didn't until they really looked it up. Anyways, when they saw that you could have no comments on, they decided to make a YouTube channel for me, and on a Saturday morning they surprised me with it. I didn't probably post anything recent until the Sunday, but on that day we'd posted 2 dancing videos of when I was like 5. So those videos weren't very recent. Please do not go digging for them. Anyways, basically, I was super happy, and the Sunday morning is when I first made my first Roblox video. And at first I was a little shy, but as I kept on making different Roblox videos, I got super duper, extroverted. Anyways, by the time I was about 8, YouTube Shorts came out. And I realised that once I, knew how to do YouTube Shorts, I realised that I actually enjoyed doing YouTube Shorts more than doing longer videos. I did lots of longer videos to keep you guys happy, but at the time I only really had maybe 20 subscribers, I don't know. So it was at a super low rate, and then we decided that for Izzy to come on. So she'd always wanted a YouTube channel herself as well, and she'd begged her parents for one, but they said they would think about it, but then they would never make one. Anyways, so then she came on, and we were both so happy being on there together, doing different dances, doing challenges, all that stuff. Anyways, so then I hit 50 subscribers, and Izzy decided to make a custom YouTube plaque for me. The last one she's made is the 300 subscribers one, so she really needs to catch up since we have 7,000 subscribers now, which is amazing. Anyways, at the time I was starting to lose hope because I thought that I would have reached 1 million subscribers by now. Because you know when you're at that age and you're watching all those people with millions of subscribers and you say to yourself, oh, that looks so easy. But actually it's not. Anyways, I decided to keep on going because me and Izzy both enjoyed being on there and I didn't want to quit. And then 2 years later, from hitting 100 subscribers, which was amazing at the time, which is still amazing, but it's not as amazing as this. I've had my YouTube channel for 4 years, but it took 2 years to get to 100. So who knew that 2 years after hitting 100 subscribers, I would have hit 1,000. So how it all happened was, I first saw that I had 600 subscribers and I was so happy. I was running up and down the stairs with excitement and I loved it. And then the next day, my dad asked me, what was the last subscriber rate you were at? And I said 600, and then he showed me his phone and it said that I had 1.3k subscribers. I was so excited, I immediately texted Izzy and she didn't believe it because she was like, no, we don't. And I was like, we do, hun, look. Anyways, she was so excited as well, she didn't believe it. And, hold on, I need to do my lining. And then she was really excited as well, she didn't believe it, all that stuff. And then, who knew that a day later I would have hit 2,000? It got to the point where I was gaining subscribers at such a rapid rate I couldn't keep up with it, and I was gaining like 1,000 subscribers each day. Then, I didn't know this, but then I started slowing down. Izzy thought it was all because of the summer and everyone was on their technology a lot more, but I don't know. Anyways, we started slowing down and I was starting to lose hope again, but I decided to keep on going because we'd hit so many. By the way, this was when we first hit 7,000 and we started slowing down. I thought that one weekend we would have hit like 10,000, but we stayed at 7,000. And then it got to the point where we were on the higher side of 7,000, and then YouTube came along and started deleting all the bots. Now, I'm not mad at them for doing this. I completely agree with them and all that stuff. But I was still so sad because by the time they had deleted all the bots, I was on the lower side of 7,000. I was still so grateful though that we hit 7,000 and that I stayed on 7,000, and that is where I'm at now. Anyways, I still really want to hit 10,000, and you never know, we could at some point, but I don't know because we've really slowed down, and I don't know how long it might take because it took 4 years to get to 1,000. So yeah. Anyways, and then that's basically where we're at now. I'm still making shorts and all that stuff. And I got into the point where I was doing lots of vlogs of going out somewhere, all that type of stuff. But now that autumn has hit, we've not really been out that much because of all that. This year in the UK, the weather's been really weird. One day it's sunny and then the next day it's thunderstorm. So anyways, I'll try and get back more into vlogs and stuff, but I'll see you later. Maybe with Izzy, it depends because it looks quite gloomy out. But maybe with Izzy, maybe not. But I'll definitely see you later. Bye! So please get me to 10,000.